Good morning, all. We're blessed to see another Thursday that the Lord has given us. I'm Tamisha Edmondson. Welcome to the Me Too Movement podcast. I'm the originator of said movement. If you have not been here before, I do want to give you a little background. The Me Too movement was a vision that God gave me a while back, and the reason for doing so is to just have a place where we as people of faith could bear it all without judgment. Um, in the church, we're taught to have a fake it till you make it persona when asked or posed with certain questions about mental health or how we're physically doing. Oftentimes, our responses are going to be somewhere along the lines of "I'm blessed and highly favored" or "all is well." But is that how we really feel? Is that what we really want to say? I don't know about everyone else, but I know life tends to life sometime. And so, yeah, most of my time, all is well. A lot of the times, I do feel like I'm blessed and highly favored. But what about those times where I feel other than that, anything other than blessed, or I feel everything besides well? And this is where the Me Too movement comes from, is to say, okay, I may not have the same issues that you have, but I do have issues too. This is a judgment-free zone where we can sit down, talk about our problems, our concerns for the week. It's not necessarily designed to problem solve. It's just to be an outlet, a support group to love on one another. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you would like to have any comments, feel free to comment in the video, or you can email at me too movement 2024 at gmail.com. So it's me the number 2 dot movement movement dot 2024 at gmail.com. I'll say that again at the end of the podcast. I'm going to have a couple of transparency moments because that's what this is about. Every day I wake up to try to be the better version of myself today than what I was yesterday, because we all sin and we all fall short of the glory of God. But that doesn't mean we stay there. That doesn't mean that we just waddle in it or we make excuses. With that, the moment of transparency is I have a title, and the title is I am all of those things. And usually what happens when I'm trying to write, I don't try to do it from a script. I try to do it from the heart, but I do have like an outline to kind of gauge by what I want to say so I won't ramble on. This week I found it really, really hard to write anything down. I had a bunch of pages that I stopped and started, a bunch of thoughts that were left unclosed. They were open-end thoughts. And so the moment of transparency here is I have nothing. But this is where I think the blank canvas is what God needs to use me at. It's okay to say I don't have it all figured out. It's okay to say, hey, I fall short. That's what the Me Too movement is all about. So the title of I Am All of These Things is, over the years, I had been trying to, I guess, label myself, and not try to mislabel or try to make myself bigger than what I was. But I felt like everything has a name, right? Everything has a title of some sort. And so over the years, I've tried to, I guess, put a title on myself. And the most recent title was a unicorn. And a unicorn, to me, is something that you can conjure up in your mind, even though you've never physically seen it. One would label it as a mystical, magical creature, right? And so, in the natural sense, yeah, I would say I'm a unicorn. I am a well put together lady, and I feel like things are going well for me, and it's a rarity in today's society. But it does not fit my motif of the faith. Everyone is scared of the word minister, and I don't think you have to be ordained to be called a minister. We all should be some kind of ministers of some sort. This is where you have youth ministers, ministers of music, and things of that nature, right? I've served on the usher board. I've served in the choir. I've served with the youth. So I wore many hats inside the church. outside the church, kind of struggled with the balance of being this, I don't want to say flamboyant because I don't like people, but I guess like a unique individual. Back to that unicorn, something that was just slightly different from the rest, right? So to go back to that title, you know, God is speaking to me in this season of my life where I'm not going to put a title on myself because I am all of those things. I am a woman of God. I am a great friend. I've just gotten into a relationship and I like to consider myself an okay girlfriend. I'm a mother. I am a co-worker. I am a supervisor. Okay. I am a worshiper. I'm all of those things. So at any given moment, that title will change, right? I don't want to get into the habit of putting a label or putting a stigma on myself within the faith community because I am all those things. You know, when people will mislabel you, you'll mislabel yourself. People will misjudge you. And if you're not lining up with what God has for you, you'll misjudge yourself. So where do we go from here with the labels? Where do I go with the titles? I seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything else will be added unto me, right? And I always supposed to pray without ceasing anyway. So those are my natural responses to that. I don't have to be boxed in with one title. I am all of those things. I am a mother. I am a minister. I am a worshiper. I am a work in progress. I am a co-worker. I am a girlfriend. I am all of these things. And above all, I am a child of God. So I just wanted to leave you all with that. I wanted to be as transparent as possible. I think that came out kind of well of what I wanted to say and how I was trying to convey it. I don't intend on being like this every week. I do tend to go forward with some kind of guideline or some kind of script, but I kind of think God got out with what I would like to say. I would have not have been able to say it better had it been on paper. And I thank God for using me in this moment. And like I said, I feel like this podcast is God ordained. I know it is. I don't know who's going to watch it. I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's this touching. I don't know who is reaching, but I know it's God ordained. And as long as it's God ordained, I'll be here every week. Now, the second moment is transparency is sometimes I get scared. Sometimes I get in the way of myself. Sometimes I don't do everything that God has asked me to do. Sometimes I don't line up. Sometimes I do fall short. But when I fall, I shall arise. So, last week was a blank space and I didn't have anything and I didn't come on here and say anything. I've been slacking on my posts. These are moments of transparencies. It happens. It happened. I am not proud of it, but I'm not hiding it because this is the authenticity of this page. And I know there's someone else that goes through this, but you just got to keep pressing. Press your way. People says push. Pray until something happens. And yeah, that's true too. You're supposed to push until something happens. Pray until something happens. Persevere until something happens. Push. And that's what I'm in the season of doing now. And I'm in the season of pushing, praying, persevering, fighting, rising. All of those things. I thank you for taking out a little time of your day to listen in and see what I'm saying. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave a comment. I would very much love for someone to let me know, hey, I'm listening. Or, hey, you're not the only one. That a comment like that, you can put the number 2 up, whatever. Just let me know that I'm not the only one. If you have a topic or if you would want to be on here one day and you want to meet up somewhere and we can sit down and talk together, I would very much love that. You can always email me again at me2movement2024@gmail.com, and it's spelled the letters ME, the number 2, dot movement, MOVEMENT dot 2024@gmail.com. I appreciate you. And until next Thursday at 10, have a blessed day.